Welcome, beautiful people, to Palacio de Pena, located half an hour north of Lisbon in a town called Sintra. This place sits 480 meters above sea level. The view is spectacular, and you're in the clouds. Sandy and I have been here several times, and this does not disappoint. It's a modern castle used from 1830 to early 1900s, I believe 1906. This was a residence. This is fully furnished. There's You can have private tours. You can just do a tour on its own. It's open to the public. Guys, you can spend a day here. The views are spectacular. The history is amazing. And how they built this place up here, well, just crazy. But what I do suggest is that you take a taxi to the top where the entrance of the castle is, because down below the city, the main square in Sintra, it's very far and it's a very steep. You can take one of these little rickshaw things too, but a cab's quite comfortable. You can spend a whole day here in Sintra. Down below, tons of shops. I highly recommend this area. Highly recommend this visit.
And we're in Lisbon today, and we're riding the subway. And the cool thing about the subway here is you can get a €6 pass each, and travel the whole system all day long. Streetcar, electric, and the subway, whatever that means. It's good for 24 hours. It's €6 each. And wow, the train stations here are huge. Our subway stations here are massive, guys. Now, to where we're from, Union Station is really big in Toronto. Every subway stop seemed to be as large as Union Station. Anyways, they really know how to move people around here, that's for sure. But what a deal on the €6.
Yeah, that's definite.
Okay, we're trying to get the green line.
Here,
Where?
there's
Linha Verde, right. Good catch, Sandy.
yeah.
What?
I just one goes north and south, I think, right? So which way are we going?
Oh
so
boy. Hold on,
it
hold
said,
on.
Here.
Hold on. Pouco sim. Essa mesmo. Ok, muito obrigado. We are in downtown Lisbon right now, and I must say, this is a great city. You've got to come here. And what's great about it is, well, for us, it's a lot different than Toronto or Jacksonville, anywhere in North America. It's different, okay? You just can't. And it's, wow, it's cool, it's clean, and there's lots of shopping here, guys. So bring your money, because Sandy will help you spend it. Sandy now is always taking pictures for her own personal use. There we go. She's taking pictures of these umbrellas. Are they umbrellas? Yeah, they are. Ornaments. And again, guys, the cobblestone artwork is second to none. Hey guys, listen, so we are in Lisbon now, and you know what, I just want to say one thing, and that is, it's really gives me a lot of pleasure to show you guys what we're doing. Whether you like it or not, it really doesn't matter to me. It just, I find a lot of enjoyment being able to show you guys what we are doing, which is totally different than a lot of people. And not to say that it's better or worse, or it just brings me a lot of YouTube brings me a lot of pleasure. I hope does it help for you, Sandy? Does it bring you a lot of pleasure?
Sure, Tom.
Or is it just me that brings you a lot of pleasure?
All of it. How about that?
Look at,
Got it all covered.
as I said, we're in Lisbon, and as I said earlier, guys, we got a one-way trip to Portugal, and the reason for that is, and look at the entrance of Lisbon here. I mean, like, it's spectacular. You gotta come check out that suspension bridge. That's one of the suspension bridges. Do you know that Portugal, just down another maybe 10 miles or so, there's another suspension bridge that is the longest bridge in Europe, and it was built in the late 90s.
1998 was
Yeah.
when it was finished.
For Expo, actually.
Yeah.
But guys, right behind me, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a cruise ship, okay? And that's where we're leaving tomorrow, guys, on that cruise ship. Can you see that bad boy? Okay, so look at, we are leaving on the Celebrity Equinox
Yeah.
on a 14-day cruise across the across the Atlantic. Okay, transatlantic cruise. Okay, guys, we've never done this before, and we don't know anybody in our circle of friends that have done this as well. We just have no idea. Nobody's ever brought this up, and we learned this year in 2024 actually, and we booked this after we got back from the Navicula in May this year, 2024.
Yeah, we did.
And we want to let you guys know that we're doing a repositioning cruise, okay? And so what happens, guys, is if you're not, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this, but some of you aren't. And like I say, our circle of friends have never done this. And what happens is the ships move to the good weather, okay? So they're done the Mediterranean season, and now in November they head across the Atlantic to the Caribbean, right, where it's the busy season for them. But they don't go empty, and these are usually 2-week cruises, and this one stops in 4 ports. Well, Lisbon, it goes to Madeira next, then over to the Canary Islands, then over to Bermuda, and then to Cape Canaveral, and then we pick up the Navicula and go to the Bahamas. Now, guys, to me, that's a great life. I mean, like, you know, I just really look forward to it. Now, it's cheaper, guys, to do these 2-week cruises, and they've got 40-day ones that go other places. If you guys Google repositioning cruises, you'll get a lot of information, and there's lots of information on YouTube with some great channels out there describing how to do
How it works.
Yeah,
And
but
they're like half the price of a regular 1-week cruise in the
yeah,
Caribbean.
but I mean, like, you know, again, it's mid-November now, guys. We don't know what the weather's going to be like. Don't think that we're going to be swimming in a pool or something in the middle of the Atlantic.
No, probably it's
you
going
know.
to be chilly, I'm sure.
And again, guys, we'll get into more about the ship and what plan we got, okay? Because, you know, we're cheap. Well, I'm cheap anyway. Sandy likes to spend money, but that's why I keep her tight. You know, I got to hold her hand when we go down these streets, because she'll wander off into these stores and buy things. But so that's the big news for us, guys. We're doing a repositioning cruise. We're going to try it out, see if we like it. We will pass this information on to you guys, and so maybe you will have the opportunity to make a decision whether you want to try one or not.
Yeah.
At the entrance, we'll call it the entrance of Lisbon here, and you walk up that square there through that archway, and no cars. It's just straight shopping left and right all the way up to the other square, and it's just a beautiful city with lots of things to do left and right. And again, Sandy and I have been to Lisbon many times, and we figured, well, there's this repositioning cruise and it goes out of Lisbon. We come to Lisbon for a few weeks.
Why not take it?
And then take it back, you know. So we've been in Portugal now for 3 weeks, just hanging out and visiting places that we enjoy, and then we ended up taking this repositioning cruise. Now, next time we come to Europe, we may do something a little different, or a lot different. Actually, I've got plans to do things a lot different. Now, whether Sandy wants to come with me or not, that'll be a different thing. But I don't think she really likes my next adventure in Europe. But too bad. You're going to have to come.